Jim Norton Show starts now.
It's very frustrating waiting through those commercials. I mean, but they are needed. It's amazing how self-important I've become. Like, I love commercials because I go and take a leak. But when they're interfering with my ability to talk, I get upset. So, the advice show, Bailey J, I guess, is on her way. She's not here yet. So, I guess we will begin without her. Because I can't make the whole world wait, as we like to say. We don't like to say that, I just say it. So if you have any questions, please call the number. They just gave it out. Iraq, who do we have so far? The phone lines are always lit for this very important program.
Yes, they are lit. They're just in the process of screening, so it's random right now.
Put number 2 through. Okay. I don't care who it is.
This is line 2. 774, you're on with Jim.
Hi.
Hi, Jim.
Hello, miss. Yes, what's your name?
My name is Allison.
Hi, Allison. And what's your issue?
Okay. 5 years ago, I had a breast reduction done by choice.
Boo! Boo! Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was very, happy with the results. When I had it done...
Well, Allison, I'm sorry to interrupt you. How big were they?
They were over double D.
Are you a big girl or a small girl?
I'm actually a petite girl. I had them reduced down to a B, but you'll be glad to know that they actually grew back.
So wait, you went from double D to a B, and then what did you do when your boyfriend immediately left you? Jesus. I had a Mercedes, but I drove it into the lake and got a Pinto. I figured you'd be happier with that. So what happened? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Allison. I apologize.
Well, like I said, you'll be happy to know they've grown back, so I'm big-chested again. Anyway, I was with my boyfriend when it happened. We were together about 3 years at that point, and he was fine with it. No big deal. Fast forward 3 more years. We had a 6-year relationship. We finally broke up. We thought we were going to get engaged, that whole thing.
Right.
So now it's been about 2.5 years since we broke up, and I am finally starting to, realize like it's okay to move on and I can start dating again.
Right.
What I want to know is, do I tell potential suitors about it?
About your breast reduction?
Yes. The reason I ask this question dates back to a conversation I had my freshman year of college with a guy friend, totally unrelated, just a random conversation where he told the story about how he hooked up with a girl, and when he took her bra off, he was kind of taken aback because she had a breast reduction, and he was taken aback by the scarring on her breast.
Where's the scars?
When you have a breast reduction, the scars are kind of a little around your areola, and then they go down, and then they go under. It's like it looks like an anchor. It's called an anchor scar. It looks like an anchor.
I know what you mean. Well,
yeah.
I don't think you have to tell them that right away. Hi, where are you from? Well, I grew up in Schenectady, but I have an anchor scar on my tits. What's your name? You don't want to wait until you're in love, but I don't think you should tell them right away. There's a balance with that. Go out a few times, and maybe after you fool around the first time, and say, look, I don't know if you'll care or not, but I have that. Some guys won't care. Some guys might. But I wouldn't tell them right away. I don't know what the rule is, because you might bang somebody the first night. How do I know?
Well, I generally don't, but what if I did? I would be... That makes me nervous to think, like, what if I take it off and a guy is like, oh, shit, that's a deal breaker?
Well, I mean, that's how I feel every time I take my shirt off, so I guess you'll know what it's like to be Jim Norton for 30 seconds. Most guys won't care, and the few that will, big deal. I mean, it's not going to be that many that care. I'm sure your tits feel and look great, so, I wouldn't go crazy about it.
Okay.
Feel people out. I don't think there's any pat answer for that. Different people will react. If you're talking at dinner and the guy is like, oh, God, do I love tits? Perfect big tit. Then you go, well, look, here's an issue. But, you might go out with someone a few times and decide you don't want to fuck them, so there's no need to tell them.
Okay.
All right? But you could
always
send pictures to your friend Jim.
I actually almost emailed you and sent you pictures, to ask you, does this look bad, whatever. But
well, please do. I'll give you an honest medical answer as I crank to him. All right?
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Bye, Allison.
Bye.
Who's next, E-Rock? That was random, and it worked out well. It was a girl with giant breasts.
Just so you know, Bailey's here. They're walking her down.
Okay, good.
So she'll be here in a second.
All right, good.
Let's talk to Kevin in Philly.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, Jim?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. So I think my issue is probably not that uncommon, but I just turned 30 last fall.
No, that happens. That's not uncommon.
Well, I guess that's true. Okay, thanks for the advice.
Godspeed. Be safe. All right. You're almost hung up on you. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead, Kevin.
And, you know, I've had throughout my 20s a series of sort of stop and start relationships that don't go anywhere. And I feel like the issue is that I can't look at a woman without sort of objectifying her and wanting to seduce her and kind of I like to chase. But then once I get there, I'm bored. I'm totally bored.
Yeah, I completely understand that. It's a weird thing where the situation can turn you on, but once you get the person, it's not what you wanted or not what you thought it was going to be. That sounds like a little bit of a sex and love addiction type of thing, actually, where you start, where you're not necessarily looking at the person, you're looking at the high around getting them. Or whatever. Right. So Bailey just sat down. We're talking to this guy about
here. Oh wait, there we go. Hi.
This guy is not interested in people once he gets them.
Okay.
Once the attraction wanes after, and I kind of understand that. Do you ever try sex and love addiction? You ever think about that, sir?
You mean going to meetings and that?
Or do you think that might affect you at all?
It might have. I mean, I have this feeling where you've talked about it before, where you don't want to give up a part of yourself that you're so used to. Mm-hmm. So no, I haven't considered it, but it definitely has affected my life. It has effects on intimacy. I mean, I much rather have sex with a complete stranger than somebody that actually likes me and cares about me after a few months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're dealing with an addiction, it seems like whatever's inappropriate is the high. Like, I like to say, I like a prostitute to say I love you to me, or I like a regular girl to be a total whore. It's always looking for what I don't have, or always looking for what feels wrong, and that's always about just looking for a new high, I think.
Well, women have that too, though, actually. I've noticed that I think a lot of guys, they it's always in reference to guys, but like a lot of girls, they're obsessed with the guy. They really like the guy. They tell other friends they like the guy, and then they get the guy, and then they're a cunt. They're like rude and mean, and they over romanticize the guy. And the guys do that with girls and pussy. Like, they romanticize it. They're like, oh, this is so hot. And then once they get the girl to do it, it's like, all right, well, I tricked you to show me your pussy, even though you've been taught your whole life not to show me your pussy. Now I'm done. So right. Now I'm over it.
So it's not about the sex. It's almost about the power of getting them to do what they might not be inclined to do.
I have that. I think I'm like that. I have that a little bit.
It's the conquest.
The conquest, personally.
That's exactly what it is. Like, when I've been in relationships where a girl treats me perfectly, and I'm actually, I recognize that I'm happy. If I go out to a bar with my guy friends or whatever, I love flirting with girls, and if a girl approaches me and talks to me, I play the game, and I love the chase of it and seeing if I still have it. And I just worry that I thought by this point, by 30, I would have outgrown that, but not even close.
Does it interfere with your ability to have good relationships? It blows a lot of good things for you, right?
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah, I've done that too, man. Like, how many nice people have I chased out of my life because there's this thing that I need to satisfy, this little nagging part of me that I need to, like, how many nice relationships have I walked away from? How many great fucks have I passed up just because the outside nonsense didn't match up? Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
It's insecurity, right?
Part of it's insecurity, and part of it is, just liking that high. Because a part of it is, like, a girl will fuck you, so you don't want to fuck her. But when you don't know if she'll fuck you or if she has a boyfriend, then we want to fuck her twice as bad.
So what you're saying is it just that never goes away.
No, I think it's a part of addictive behavior because I have that. And I don't think everything's addiction, but I think I'm almost, when you do that, you're putting yourself in a position where you can never be happy and you can never get what you want. So there always has to be the chase. And that's what addiction is. It's chasing what is not really apparent. You're drinking, you're chasing that first drunk. Or when you're getting high, you're chasing that first high. Well, you're chasing this feeling that you're probably never going to get.
That's what it sounds like. That definitely. And you know what? The recognizing that it's your behavior shows that you're, like, not necessarily a reactionary person. Like, it shows that you're aware of your actions. Like, there are a million people that do this constantly. They have no fucking idea they're doing this because they don't self-probe. in a platonic way. They don't self-probe.
So to speak.
Yeah. So they have no clue they do this. They'll do this till the day they die. But the fact that you're aware of it, shows that you might want to change it. And I've never been against therapy. I'm always pro therapy. So if there's anything you want to reprogram or any patterns in your life that you think are self-defeating, go to therapy. I mean, therapy, it sounds like such the kiss of death of like, I am such a homo. Like, I'm not going to therapy. But therapy's awesome. It's really, it's expensive as shit. It's like $100 a visit, but it's worth it. I mean, I think.
All right, sir. Good luck to you, my friend, but that's not a bad idea at all. Just try therapy, because it's like, you know what, there's a million things to do. It sounds like addictive behavior. I would address it just because you're going to be in the same boat when you're 40.
Right.
That makes sense. All right, thanks, Fatso.
Bye, Kevin. Who you thanking? Was that me or Eric? Sorry, Eric. All right. Welcome, Bailey, by the way.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You look lovely.
Thank you very much. I got really prettied up for the radio today because I'm smart. And,
it's all right. It's nice.
You know, made sure to get all gussied up. I was running late,
okay.
And it's hard to get in here. Like, there's a whole situation downstairs of metal detectors and people and things. It was, so I'm late. I'm sorry.
Does Joe DeRosa give you the creeps?
Joe DeRosa is
because Joe's obsessed. I love Bailey J, but Joe's obsessed with Bailey.
Every appearance he talks about it.
Yeah. I'm a big part of his act, which I appreciate. I really love Joe. I like Joe. I'm sure he's waiting for my husband to die at any moment so he can come in and comfort me.
Yeah,
but
and Joe doesn't just want to fuck you. Yeah, but he wants to comfort you. You're right.
Oh, I think that's the fucked up part. He doesn't just want to like nut on my face. Like, he wants to marry me. I feel like he fantasizes about me in a wedding dress more than anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is a creep, but I like him.
He wants to hold your chin and kiss you. That's
right. He wants to wait by my bedside table when I have breast cancer. Like, he fucking loves me. So
yes, he creeps you out as much as he creeps the rest of us out.
Yeah, he's a creep. But he's a good person. I can tell he's a good person. So I hope.
Who's next? Thank you, Billy. That makes me very happy.
Walker in Cincinnati owes you an apology, Jim.
Oh, wow. Okay. Who's Walker?
Hi, Jim. I'm from Cincinnati. I was in the Comedy Cellar.
Okay.
And I used to go in college quite a bit, and I didn't know you had to have reservations, because in college we always just walked in. So I walked into the upstairs restaurant, and I had to put my name in, and the lady was on the phone. I turned around, and you and Bob Kelly were having dinner. So I said, hi, big fan. Bob Kelly made a joke about me and you sharing the same chin. And then I just stood at the bar by your table and looked like I was hovering over you, but I was waiting for the lady to get off the phone. And I think you talked about it on the radio the next week about people bothering you while you're eating.
Oh, I don't remember, dude. If I did, I probably didn't mean it seriously. I don't mind a fan saying hello. So, you know, no big deal, brother. I appreciate you being a fan.
All right, thanks, Jim.
My advice would be here's my advice. Never approach Bob Kelly when he's eating. That's where you went wrong, sir, is that you fucking really took a chance. Yeah, I decided to smack this alligator in the mouth while I had fucking food, and I couldn't think of good food that alligators eat. Go ahead. Good improv, Jim. Who's next?
This is Megan in Buffalo.
By the way, you know that Bob likes you too.
Oh yeah, I fucking love Bobby. But yeah, I think Bobby's in love with me.
Do you find that, I'm asking Bailey, of course, everyone knows who Bailey J is. I don't need to tell you. But do you find that guys will react differently to you than they would tell their friends they would react to you?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. This is my thing. You know how everybody spends about 45 minutes a show debating whether or not they would fuck me? No one is sitting around talking about, would I eat Roseanne Barr's asshole?
Right.
Because they don't fucking want to eat Roseanne Barr's asshole. So do they want to fuck me? No shit, they want to fuck me.
You're right.
I got fake tits and I take it in the ass. I mean, it's really not a stretch, but
it's a great bumper sticker.
Anyways, that's all I'm saying on that. No, Bobby loves me. I love Bobby too. You, Bobby and Joe have been nothing but nice to me, and I super appreciate it.
Thank you. Have I been the least creepy of the three?
The least creepy.
I know I've not been as creepy as Joe.
You know what? I'm going to say you haven't been as creepy. You know, Bobby calls his penis a hog. That's the only thing
that's what we call Bobby.
And that's the only, no, seriously though, no one's been overtly creepy. Everyone's creepier in theory about me when I'm not in the room and they don't know I listen to O&A.
Oh.
That's when they get creepy. And I love it. I think it's hilarious. But when they talk directly to me, I get treated like a lady. It's nice. Everyone's like afraid to be too sexual with me.
Right.
And I'm like, oh no, people bust on my face for a living. Like, you know, I can roll with the punches. You can tell me what you want to do to me. Like, I get emails like this every day. But
what a trooper.
I'm a trooper when it comes down to it.
Who we got, E-Rock?
Megan in Buffalo.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Oh, my God. I love you guys so much. I always listen to O&A, and you're one of my favorite guys, I swear to God.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the thing. I've been with my boyfriend for about a year. He's just turned 30. I'll be 30 in like a couple months. And he's got ED.
He's got what? ED?
Yeah.
Oh, his rods don't work. Okay.
Yeah, and they're not really sure why. Like, he went to a doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, it's in your head.
Yes.
I don't know if it's really in his head. Like, there's diabetes in his family. Like, maybe it could be that.
It's probably,
Anyway.
listen, I don't know him, but I'll say this. I've had many issues with that, too, over the years. A couple of things are happening. Either he's just afraid of his performance, or he's a masturbation addict, and porn is how he's used to making himself come while he's limp, and he abuses his dick. Or there's something that he wants that he's afraid to ask you for. It probably is in his head, though. Like, when you give him head, does he get hard?
No, not fully hard. Like, there's been a couple times where he's gotten hard enough where I'll just kind of jump on top of him real quick, and then he go, it's real fast.
That's why, because you're putting pressure on him. Like, you're making his erection the focus of the entire experience, and he probably does that, too. The way to do it is to play around and not make the erection the fucking ball drop New Year's Eve moment. You know what I mean? Like, here it is. Hop on that cock! Like, you're putting too much. You're basically saying to him, hey, look, baby, it's okay. There's no rush, and it's just getting hard. His dick's kind of coming out, probing around, and you're like, don't worry. Oh, look, it's hard. Hop on that cock! Miss, you gotta relax with it. Suck his dick a little, play with him a little, but don't, and mean it. Don't just say it's not the focal point and then jump on it. Go through a few experiences where you tell them just to relax. We're not going to fuck. Just play. What do you think? Bailey's in a very unique position here because you deal with them and you have one.
I have a penis, yeah. So it's, you know what though? I also, I do porn, so I know what it's like, performance anxiety and feeling like get it hard. That feeling, it can be really intimidating. And even, I mean, I don't have a problem getting a hard on. And if there is kind of a, make it happen tension in the room, I'm like a noodle. I'm just like not in it at all.
Have you tried Cialis or Viagra with your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. When we first started dating, he waited like 3 or 4 months, and he was kind of like, this is the only way I can get hard. And I was like, well, okay, we'll work with it. But the thing is, like, when he takes Viagra, like, he gets really, really sensitive, and then it's pretty quick. But he'll like go down on me until like I come, and then it's like all about him.
Does he have a big dick or is he average?
No, he's got a nice dick, yeah.
Okay, so he's probably just self-conscious. This is all in his head, or most of it's probably in his head. I've suffered from it at times. Because, again, the times I'm freest sexually, my dick works the best is when someone does not expect anything of me. And that is, it's like, that's why massages, my dick is like a rock during massages because I'm totally free. I'm totally not self-conscious. I'm in control. I don't care if my body doesn't look perfect. I don't care if I don't fuck right because it doesn't matter. He's self-conscious. Don't make his dick the focal point. And let him know that it's okay if he just wants to jerk off and make himself come while you play with his nipples, or don't make his dick the focal point. And eventually I think you'll find that helps.
If he's one of those guys that's not afraid to touch his ass or have other people touch his ass, I mean, that's such a good way to go with that. I mean, I've known guys that don't really like to jerk off cum, like that whole thing. And like, you just make a kind of I don't know if you're down to eat your boyfriend's ass. Most girls are not, but I mean,
Not really.
Well, I mean,
maybe
it's
out of the shower, but I don't know.
Yeah, fresh out of the shower, maybe. Yeah, it's true. Guys are fucking gross, so obviously you don't want to eat just any guy's ass. I just meant, on a special night. I'm weird though. I'll eat my husband's ass. Like, I like eating ass, so it's. I don't know, but you know what? It's not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie.
That's true. That's true. Ass eating is like fucking. It's like foreign films. People who love it, and it's not for everyone. Well, thank you but again, help him relax because that's his problem.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, man. I appreciate it.
Okay. Goodbye. I forget your name, but you're in Buffalo.
Megan.
That's okay. That's all right. Bye.
Bye, Megan. Who's next, young E-Rock?
Mark has a question that only you can answer for him.
Okay, great.
Little Jimmy.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, actually, the question I think is more so for Bailey J,
Yes.
which my wife has found and loves.
Bitches love it. They really do.
Oh yeah, you have been in the bedroom with us many times and not know it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask you. Let me ask you. You and your wife fantasize about Bailey kind of in a threesome way?
Oh, absolutely.
See,
Absolutely.
Most women I found would fantasize about fucking another guy. But transsexuals, I found freak women out because they were almost afraid that was an energy they can't compete with.
In general, I think they do. They don't find it attractive. But my experience is women masturbate to women. However, sometimes a woman wants to see a dick, but she doesn't want to jerk off to some fucking brute asshole dude who's not that aesthetically pleasing. So then I've got nice tits. I've got a soft voice. I'm not going to try to rape them. So, and then they get to jerk off to me and whatever.
Oh,
so,
okay. I never thought of that.
It kind of makes sense. I get it. Because most of the girls I know who are heterosexual rub one out to chicks. As opposed to just like, Scott Nail standing there with a heart on. Like, what are they going to, they're not going to jerk off to that.
Okay. So what's your question for Bailey? I'm sorry, sir.
And, and the thing is, the part of the big fantasy is actually Bailey with me. In other words, I'm taking it from you, which would, trust me, would be very incredible, but that's part of her fantasy. But what she's been trying to do is, as Jim eloquently puts it, has been trying to peg me.
Wait, she wants to fuck you. Okay, here's what's happening. She's gearing up for a divorce, and she wants you just to get ready. She wants you to get ready for what's about to happen. All right, so she wants to peg you with the strap on.
Yes,
nice.
Yeah, and she's tried, and trust me, it's very hot, very erotic, and I do want it very bad. But the thing is, it hurts like a motherfucker.
It does hurt like shit. It does not feel great.
What can I do to relax or to let it happen? Because I do want to be submissive to a point where I'll let her do that, and I want her to do that. But it's been very hard.
Maybe Bailey can answer this question for you and for me, sir. Go ahead, Bailey.
Actually, this advice is going to be ridiculously obvious and down to earth, but it's going to be practice by yourself for a while. And I mean, when you're jerking off or whatever, even if you just get a finger in, but like, don't super pressure yourself. Like, chill out. Unless you're a recovering alcoholic, have a cocktail. Don't be like, I have to do this. Relax, finger your ass, put a vibrator in your ass, something that's going to just like loosen you up. Like, really don't feel any pressure, because obviously if you're tense, your asshole's going to be tense. So just relax. When you're by yourself, you don't have to worry about shitting. You don't have to worry about whatever the horrible, embarrassing thing that's going to happen is, because guess what? You know how disgusting you are. So if you shit, you're not going to embarrass yourself. And so you just relax, open up, literally, and just enjoy yourself. And if it sucks, you don't like it, don't do it ever again. And if it's awesome, then have your wife fuck you in the ass, and start small. All girls want a dick, so when they get by a strap-on, they get a fucking just traffic cone to ram in your ass. Don't. So just start small and work your way up.
What about, let me ask you this, too. This is curiosity. An enema. I've never done an enema.
I've done an enema.
Do you think does that help before you get fucked?
It doesn't help so much.
Will it stop you from shitting, though, all over somebody?
Well,
actually, it would help if you do a wine enema.
Oh, yeah, right? You'd be fucking dead. So I see, okay, enemas seem really far, like really out there. And like, because I do porn, I think a lot of people think I've like done all this crazy stuff. The only person who's ever fucked my ass is my husband. Like, I'm really not like that out there. And so, but I had recently in the last couple of years tried an enema because my husband boffs me and I didn't want to shit on him. Right. And so, if you're going to do enemas, don't get a fleet enema with saline solution in it, because all that does is loosen the stool and give you diarrhea, and it's terrible. So if you are going to use a disposable enema, dump it out, rinse it out with warm water, and then use, I don't know if this is just what trans women do, and I've known a lot of escorts that do this. They put warm water in it and then squirt it in, and then it just kind of helps push everything out. You do it a couple times to flush everything out. I have a reusable enema now, which I clean. And, but it's a hit or miss, because if you don't get all the water out, then the guy bangs your ass and it doesn't feel good because there's pressure. You know what I mean? So I haven't gotten it down to a science, but I know girls that swear by enemas, and they say that it takes the literal pressure in the stomach out. So you're able to really enjoy getting reamed, more without also having to worry about them pulling out and you shitting all over them.
It's wearing your helmet's wearing a little hat, if you like to say, a little Lincoln hat.
Oh, God.
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
definitely let you know how it goes when you come to Charlotte, North Carolina, because I have my tickets and I will be seeing you there.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I will be there in March 7th, 8th, and 9th, so I appreciate it. Come up and say hello.
Absolutely. Thank
All
you,
right,
sir.
goodbye.
All right.
Who we got next, young Eric?
We have Brian in Boston.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, Jim. How's it going? How are you doing, Billy?
Hi there.
Hey, I have a pretty difficult question, and it's more just me getting it off my chest. And Jim, if you can help me out with this, it'd be great. Ever since I went through puberty, I have had inorgasmic ejaculation. That is the inability to ever come.
Wait, pre-orgasmic ejaculation?
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Orgasmic ejaculation. That is where you cannot come at all. I mean, through intercourse, through masturbation, it just doesn't happen. I never reach orgasm.
Oh, no.
And there is no cure for it, unfortunately.
What is your question? Are you looking for a rope store?
The problem is my wife wants to have children, and I hate kids, and I expressed this for since I was young. You know, we've been married 7 years, and I've been putting it off, and we have great sex. You know, it's just she wants to have children, so I'm like, all right, I'll give you one kid, and so the procedure is the only way they can extract my semen is they have to cut half of one of my balls.
Oh, fuck.
And put in a prosthetic. And I don't want to go through that procedure because it can lead to male breasts and a lot of other health issues down the road. And I'm just wondering, I mean, is it worth staying married? In my situation, because I love her to death, and she's put me into a position where I can't provide her a child, and she wants a child. And she said it. Listen, if it doesn't happen, that's great. But she says it in a point where, like, she always puts it onto my lap, like I'm the asshole.
Well, let me ask you a question, sir. Because again, I've never been married, and I don't want kids necessarily. I don't think she's unreasonable to want a kid, but I also don't think you're unreasonable to not want your balls sliced in half.
Right? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Would you to adopt? I mean, is that such a crazy option in a situation like yours?
No, we actually explored adopting. The only issue is it starts at about $40,000.
Oh.
Okay. How old is she?
I mean, it would just take and I'm
yeah. Bailey asked how old she was. How old is she?
She's 32. I'm 35.
Well, I mean, it's not I mean, if she was 38, I would be like, dude, slice your balls open. You owe it to her. You gave her the best years of her life. And I don't know. I mean, it kind of seems like it should be open for discussion. I mean, because slicing your balls in half, I mean,
yeah,
I'm a transsexual and I'm like, oh God, mutilating your genitals? Like, that's insane to me.
That sounds really, what if you get divorced and you still got a half sliced ball? What if it's uncomfortable sexually after that?
Right. And I mean, I just don't know what to do. And it's go time right now. It's either I do it or I don't.
Let me ask you, sir, did you guys, when you got married, you obviously told her your condition. What was her take on kids then?
She was like, oh, well, oh, that's okay, that's cool. And the second we fucking got married, excuse my language, she's like, oh, I want children.
Right.
She her tone the second we got married, and now I'm trapped, and I'm like, what the hell, and now she makes it to a point where we haven't had sex in 3 months, and she's almost like never letting me have sex now because I'm not giving her the kid.
Because she's mad at you. Yeah, she's holding out because she's angry.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Because then you're just going to cheat.
I could never do that because I have the whole male libido thing. So I'd be like, I'm not going to have sex with you. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, I don't want to jerk off. And then I give in immediately. I've got like no sort of willpower with that stuff.
You have zero ground to stand on when it comes to that. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like such a douche about it. But The thing is, she's only 32 years old. So, I mean, if you, could you imagine your life without her? Could you imagine you two going a separate way and her finding somebody that would be more into having a baby with her?
I even told her, I said, listen, if you'd be happier going and having a kid with someone, go. You know, like,
yeah.
But I'm not going to keep her back from having her dream.
How about in vitro? Is there another way for somebody else to knock her up, or you guys don't want to do that?
I guess I'm a selfish prick because I don't want to raise someone else's kid.
Okay,
well, your biology. I mean, you'd be biologically designed to like eat that child if it doesn't look like you. So that makes sense.
I mean, and second of all, I hate children. I mean, it's like they're a pain in the ass. They can suck the life out of you.
It's true.
You know, I don't know, but.
Imagine having, you know what? God bless it. Imagine having to deal with a kid and you don't even get to come first. Like, at least when you got a kid, like, you could look at this little monster and go, well, I did get to blow a great load. But with no, you don't even get to come. Yeah, I think you should either adopt or fucking separate, dude. I don't know what to tell you. That's a rough one.
Yeah, that is a rough one.
Good luck, my friend. Bye. Poor guy can't come. How terrible.
I know. I can't imagine. I jerk off 5 times a day. So, like, not coming, I just can't even imagine. Like, that sucks. You don't deserve to have horrible kids in your house. You can't come. Life sucks. Don't have a fucking screaming asshole in your house like an ingrate.
Yeah, if you can't come, how do you know when to throw somebody out? I wish this guy was still here. All right, who's next?
Let's talk to Grady in Maryland.
Grady?
What's up, Jimmy?
Hi, Grady.
So I've had this friend. Now he's my roommate. I've known him for like 4 or 5 years. And everyone like that I talk to, he's a real bad drunk. He gets drunk. Everyone thinks he's gay. And I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay.
He's a fucking asshole because he won't, come out of the closet or whatever. So I don't know if I should be like, look, I don't care. You just be gay and stop being a fucking asshole.
Well, you might want to ask him, take him aside. I don't know. I imagine that's a hard decision for people. That's a tortured existence to lead, man. You look at like a guy like Ed Koch, who was rumored to be gay.
Oh, right.
And he still won't answer the question. But I mean, some people never come out. Some people do. I don't know.
Some people feel like it's a bigger statement to not feel obligated to come out. But then there's some people who are like completely in denial. And every person I've ever known to come out, everyone around them goes, dude, we're not headless. We know you're a fucking flaming homo. Like, we know you're gay. And so I've never had anyone be genuine. I've never seen anyone genuinely surprised when someone comes out, usually. Like,
right. You can usually tell. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess, and he knows that all of y'all are comfortable and there for him. I mean, there's like this network around him that would be fine. I mean, it sounds silly that he wouldn't come out.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but he's always all pissed off, walking around the house. He'll be like text fighting with someone. I'm like, oh, who's that? I'm like, a friend. And we've been boys for like 4 years, so why would he say friend?
Or just, you know what, just accept the fact that he's probably tortured with the decision. If he turns into an asshole, that's one thing, but
right.
Accept the fact that it's hard for him to do, and when he's ready, he will, because it's a huge fucking step.
It's fear. It's fear of rejection. It's fear of like everyone treating him different. Like I'm assuming, but this is just my take on it. It's just, and in American culture, everything's been designed with like gay is the worst thing you can be. Like it's, I feel like, the culture's just always been that way. Like, that's gay, don't do that. Pink shirts mean you're gay. Like everything that isn't even having sex with men is gay. And it's just like, certain words are gay, certain inflections are gay, haircuts are gay. So it's just everything's been brainwashed. Like, do not be gay. So when you are gay, you're like, fuck, I can't tell anybody.
Yeah, maybe he's just not attracted to you at all, and he's afraid if he comes out, you're gonna want to fucking drink out of his mule. So maybe you can just tell him like, I have zero attraction for you. He doesn't want to hurt your feelings.
That's a good point.
I would say give him time, man. That's a huge one, and if he's your friend, just give him some time. I'm sure he'll come around.
Right on. You coming to DC again soon?
I am. I missed the DC Improv. I love that room. It's one of the best rooms in the country. So, yes, I will be back soon.
Awesome. I'll see you there.
Okay, buddy.
Later.
Bye. Who's next to you, Rock?
Do you want to do that, or do you want to...
I'll do it at the end. We only have one more to do, right?
Yeah, that's the only one.
I'll do it at the end.
Okay, this is Doc in Texas.
Oh, I'm not going to say it. Hello, Doc. Welcome to the program, Doc.
Hi, Jimmy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, this is kind of a long story, but I'm going to make it real short. I was a 6-year Marine. I did combat over to the sand. I got shot twice. I come back home. The VA puts me on Zoloft for some anger issues. Go figure.
Right.
That I have, which it's going well with with talking and everything. But here's the kicker, Jimmy. When I fuck my wife, I can't come. I mean, it takes forever. I mean, This is an hour and a half before I get there. She's worn out.
Sure.
She hates me now. She's bucking me off. She tells me to go away. I talked to Dr. Steve about it. He said, well, the VA can give me this pill for that. Jimmy, I'm sick of pills.
Yeah.
She feels bad because I can't, it's her opinion that she can't make me come while everyone says the pills.
Well, first of all, I'll suggest this. Because, again, whatever Dr. Steve said medically is probably right. I would say two things. One, she should not make it about her, because if it's pills, it's pills.
Right.
And second, more important, is this is a luxury problem. Like, look at, this is a good problem. You've been shot twice, and your biggest problem is that you're fucking your wife for 90 minutes. That's not a bad way to go.
What a real big problem, right? But, I don't want her to, the end game for me, Jimmy, is, I told her, this is not you. This is just part of my, and I'm going to get off the Zoloft.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the VA, we're having our little powwow and love-ins and all that. But, I said, it's not you, but I said, now when I get off the Zoloft, it's going to go back to the 20 minutes to the 40 minutes and not the 90 minutes. I said, it's up to you. What do you want me to do? Because some days, Jimmy still writes me for the 2 hours. Other days, it's like, so what is your take on it? I mean, should
I would suggest, because I'm not a doctor, I don't know enough about the medications and what the Zoloft does for you. But I would just suggest a guy like Dr. Steve is much more qualified, because I don't want to say get off the Zoloft, because the next thing you know, this guy's arrested for fucking putting a poster in his wife's vagina, fucking killing her. But I would just whatever Dr. Steve suggested. I don't know enough about the medications or what they're doing for you. But look, there's a lot worse problems to have. So maybe you find another medication. See if you can find alternate medications.
Oh yeah, talk to your doctor about it. Is what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm going to let it ride for now and let's see if she'll write it. And we'll just go from there, but I just wanted to see if you thought it was cool for now.
Yeah, I would suggest just, tinker with the medications, but don't do anything drastic. I don't know enough about it. I don't want to give somebody terrible. There's nothing worse than somebody pontificating about pills where they just don't know what they're talking about. So I'll be honest, I don't know. Good luck, my friend. I would say just keep plugging away at her. Keep fucking her. Keep fucking her. Good man.
Thanks, Jimmy. Love you, buddy.
All right, thank you, buddy. Be good, and congratulations for making it back alive. Fucking shot twice. Good for you. Be good. Who's next?
This is Keith. He has a question about stand-up.
Okay.
Keith.
James Joseph.
Hi, Keith.
Hey, it's Keith, your Mac consultant at Piscataway.
Oh, hi, buddy. How are you?
Good, amen.
Good.
Question for you. You're always picking my brain about my avenue of Mac support and stuff. I actually wanted to pick yours because I've always been a huge fan of comedy. Growing up, I always looked forward to the HBO comedy specials.
Sure.
They did an hour of unknown up-and-coming comics and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really have any material of my own. I used to do a lot of community theater, and I've done radio. I used to have my own college radio show. So I'm really good at giving presentations, but I don't have any material of my own. And there's this one old HBO show, I think it was 80 or 81, from comedians that really never went any further than that show.
Right.
The other guys made big after that. And I know you guys are all the comedians are talking to you, and Bob Kelly and Jim, everybody are all talking. It's always like this anathema to be stealing other people's material.
Yeah, don't do it.
I was just wondering what your thought was for an open mic night for seeing if you're able to present someone else's material well.
No, Keith, I know what you're saying. No, listen, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but what you're doing by doing that is you'll learn nothing. Because if it goes badly, you won't know if it was just his shit material that you couldn't sell. And if it goes well, you'll be too scared to go away from it because you'll think you found a formula that works. It's not going to teach you anything. If you want to learn, here's what you do. You want material? Write down material and try it. You cannot not take the risk. You're looking to do something and somehow avoid a huge part of it. And a huge part of it is finding what's funny to you and writing it down and then seeing if it translates to an audience. Because you obviously have thoughts every day, what you think is funny, what you don't think is funny. Write down what you think is funny, give it a shot in front of the audience. But you can't cut that out by taking material already that's been proven as funny and just seeing if you can sell it. So I understand why you're saying that, but trust me, the temporary high it will give you is not worth what you're robbing yourself of.
That's actually a really interesting perspective because I didn't think about it from that way. In fact, you know, it's funny. I'm actually doing some Mac support for Vinny Brand. So I was actually thinking about asking him, you know, going up whenever they do an open mic.
Do one of the open mics, tape every set, and realize that bombing is okay. All right, buddy?
All right, thanks, Jim. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Keith, take care. Good luck, man.
All right, bye.
We have some time, right?
We're running out. You got to do that. We only have a couple minutes left.
I'll do it after the next call.
Okay.
Is there any girls on the phone? Or
No.
someone that the two of us could help?
We could go to Jay in Maine.
Hi, Jay.
Hi there.
Hello?
Hey, big fan. Well, basically, just want to make this quick. Ever since me and my ex broke up, I haven't been able to get hard, and I got pretty much a good offer from what I want to call a 9 or a 10 yesterday, and not only did my fucking dick not want to work, it shrank.
Your phone cut out, but I understand what you're saying.
It just shrank.
Was your ex a great fuck?
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I mean, not like... Well,
That's
yeah,
a no.
You think that's a no?
That's a no.
It was up there in the top, you know? I mean, crazy shit, but...
Well, maybe you're just nervous, dude, or maybe you're not done grieving. Your dick told you something. You didn't want to have sex in that moment with that person, so your dick was just kind of telling you, hey, not right now. You probably thought you should be hard because she's hot.
I'm learning this is incredibly common because
Really?
like 9/10 of the calls are like, I have a soft dick.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was with a chick for almost 5 years, and after that, one for 2. But yeah, no, right after, a week after, I ended up getting mine, but no, not this time, and it was only a pretty short relationship. I don't really know what it is.
Your mind is telling you something. You're probably not ready, or you're just scared. It's okay to be scared, dude. We're all scared. Men don't like to acknowledge fear. But we're afraid we're not going to perform well enough. We're afraid we're not going to be good enough.
Right.
Or you're just feeling too sad. Maybe you're a little sad, or maybe you're just not ready to fuck a new person. Maybe you need to be in a relationship before you fuck. There's all these weird things that we don't allow ourselves that women allow themselves.
Hey, you know what? That's a good point. I appreciate it. Love you, man.
Thank you, brother. And Bailey came in today. My show is we have to wrap up because my show is an hour, but with commercials.
No, right.
But I like Bailey very much, and I want you to come back and do it again.
Anytime you want me here.
And what is your podcast? You do a very good podcast with Matt, your husband.
Yes.
And it's on Bob Kelly's network. Where can people hear you guys?
Yeah, on BaileyJShow.com or just go to the riotcast.com, which is Bobby's thing. The Bailey J Show, it's a podcast. It's there. You can look it up, and it's fun. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very good. I've heard it, and you have a very interesting perspective on things, which I really like.
Thank you.
And you're Bailey J on Twitter.
What am I? Bailey J Show on Twitter and BeetleBailey88 on Instagram, where I take pictures of my boobs.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, folks, before we go, a very serious thing here. Mask sexual flavors. Just a new way to foreplay. Let's be honest, it's a revolutionary intimacy, and I'm just kind of improvising this, revolutionary intimacy enhancement product designed to help couples enrich their sex lives and their relationship. They're flavored gel strips, and they dissolve on the tongue, and they block the tastes sometimes associated with oral sex on a man and his subsequent climax. You get it? Nobody likes the taste of jizz. So what you do is you put this on your tongue, and it dissolves, and it makes the taste of jizz more palatable. It drastically improves the experience for both partners because, again, this way you can just relax and enjoy it without having to worry about her going like, because who wants to deal with that shit? She's trying to look for the handle and you realize, on your car, and she spits half it on the car window. You get it? She's blowing you while you drive her home. All right. It makes the experience both, and for her, she doesn't have to worry about getting sick and having that horrible bleach breath. It's featured on the pages of Playboy magazine. This product was developed through years of development, research, and testing. 100% safe and effective. Visit sexualflavors.com. Learn more, read up, and see if it's for you. And there's customer reviews. And, of course, you can purchase individual use strips or 3-packs. If maybe, it's going to be a good weekend and you have 3 dinners planned, you might want 3 blowjobs. So this way, you don't have one, and then the next week, nice, you're like, well, I'd like to suck your dick, but I can't because I don't have any gel strip. So now you're like, here you go, stupid. Here's gel strip number 2. It's available in watermelon, strawberry, mango, and chocolate. So there's 4 flavors for this fucking rotten girl to choose from. Sexualflavors.com. Mask Sexual Flavors. It's the spark to reignite your bedroom flame. And thank you, Bailey. You're my first guest on this show.
That's awesome. Thank you for having me.
I've had no guests so far. You only missed like 1 minute and 1 caller. So you were here for the whole show.
Oh, good. I felt bad because I'm like running and it was insane.
No, I understand how it is. And I guess we're back tomorrow morning with the Opie and Anthony show. E-Rock, am I out of time?
You're out of time.
Oh, nerds. Thanks, everybody.